Hello, I am on the island of Burano, not to be mistaken with Murano, the glass island. Burano is famous for lace, and one of the cool things here is they have actually honored a couple of the women who helped to save the lace industry. I am on the street via Cencia Scarpariola. She was an octogenarian in the late 1800s who was the last woman they could find, the last person they could find who remembered the traditional lace patterns. Burano for centuries had been famous for its lace. It was purchased and made specifically for kings and monarchs and queens all around Europe. Very expensive, very sought after by many, many people. But in the 1800s, the industry dwindled, people were poorer, they just didn't have money for a luxury like lace, and business really dropped off. To the point that almost no one even knew how to make it anymore. And what happened was the lagoon of Venice actually froze over, and so the fishermen couldn't fish. And Burano is also a fishing village. Everyone was starving. So the king of Italy, and more importantly the queen of Italy, decided they wanted to do something to help the people of Burano. So they decided to revive the lace industry. And Andriana Marcello was another woman who, a woman in power who decided to help revive the lace industry. And so she got the queen on her side, she got a number of other wealthy patrons. They came to Burano and said, okay, we want to help revive this industry, and no one knew how to make it anymore. They searched and searched, and they found Cencia. And Cencia was quite old at that point. She knew how to make the lace, she didn't know how to teach anyone. So they looked around and they found the teacher, the local teacher at the girls' school. Her name was Anna d'Este, and Anna learned by watching Cencia making lace. So Anna learned how to do it, and then she started with 7 young women, taught them, and that grew into a whole lace school. You can see the history of all of this at the Lace Museum here in Venice. They actually don't tell that story of how important these 4 women were, but I wrote about it in my book, A Beautiful Woman in Venice. So you can read the whole story of these 4 very important women. And it's lovely that the island of Burano has named a street in her honor. I tried to find out, did she live on this street? Is there something important about this particular street? I couldn't find a record of it anywhere, but this is the one named for her. And then the main street going into town here is named after Andriana Marcello. So it's nice that they honor 2 of Burano's very important women.